Hello again, Dominic Tropher, and welcome to another video, and this one will be something video game related. Now, I've been having a bit of a think of this topic, and what it'll be about is, when do I think we will see PS4 Pro and Xbox Scorpio-only games, or basically exclusives to that. Now, obviously when we found out last year about these upgraded consoles, there was a lot of people wondering, what were they going to be and what they're going to do. And we first heard this with Sony with the whole, PS 4.5, PlayStation 4.5, PS4 Neo, all that stuff, PS4K. And a lot of people were a bit worried and a bit confused, thinking what the heck's happening. But I know there were a lot of people that were happy about it. Now, when I heard about this last year, I was kind of mixed, because obviously we'd never seen this happen with consoles before. No, there's been like, the Sega 32X in the past, which was kind of like a mid-generation upgrade for the Mega Drive at the time. But that's just the thing with it, and obviously you've had all sorts of console add-ons as well. But this is the first time we've ever seen this happen to a home console differently. We have seen it with handhelds by Nintendo, where they've upgraded the hardware with the Game Boy Color, the DS, and the new 3DS. And I never thought about it like the new 3DS, but then after a while I did. And I remember thinking, this might end up being a good idea. And then obviously when Sony properly announced it, and then obviously when they showcased it, but all the PS4 Pro and all that stuff, it's more powerful PlayStation 4 with it's got 4K upscaling resolutions, but it can also enhance 1080p, which is really good. And obviously Microsoft announced the same thing during E3 last year, that we have the Xbox Scorpio. Now, both companies have said that, well, there are not going to be any sort of PS4 Pro or Xbox Scorpio exclusives. But when you think about it, I think when I thought about that time, I thought, that's actually good, because a lot of people might not have to upgrade. But if you think about it, that the technology in the PS4 Pro and whatever's in the Xbox Scorpio, because we don't know what's in that yet, obviously it'll be more powerful than the base model consoles. Obviously the PS4 Pro is more powerful than the PlayStation 4, and obviously I think probably the Xbox Scorpio will be more powerful than the Xbox One. We don't know what's in Xbox Scorpio yet, but hopefully we'll find out this year. And after that I started to think about it like the new 3DS. I did a video last year about could Sony and Microsoft pull a new 3DS. And I think honestly they could, because the power is there, and if developers want to grit the teeth into the extra power, what's the point of just leaving it and making the game for both the base models and the upgraded models? There's no real point in that. I honestly think that it will be great for developers, and it's a great idea it will help developers expand, these games into larger worlds and bigger worlds and all that stuff. And I feel the same way with the new 3DS, because I felt the same way when that launched. The new 3DS, I didn't think it was worth it, but even though it had super stable 3D, a built-in Circle Pad Pro with the C-Stick, the extra buttons, a faster processor, and built-in NFC support. And I remember thinking, once this gets exclusives, I will jump on it. And I got one last year, and I'm loving it so far. And I think Nintendo's definitely made a well-worth upgrade of that. It's just amazing, really worth it. But my thought about it is, I don't know what type of games we'll see. Maybe we might see, the Halo games on Xbox Scorpio and PC, because obviously they bring their games to PC now. Maybe we might see another Last of Us game in the far future. Maybe we might see Uncharted 5. Just my thoughts, that's all. Maybe we might see those personally exclusive to PS4 Pro. And I think once that day happens, obviously a lot of people will be annoyed, but you've got to understand the power is there. Thing is, I cannot see Sony and Microsoft having these upgraded consoles after like 2 years and then not having true exclusives for it. Now, the PS4 and the Xbox One will be 4 years old the end of this year, so we've got a long way away. So we've got a long way there. And the PS4 Pro will be a year old, and then the Xbox Scorpio will have just been launched. If we get to next year, 2018, where the console's been five years old, the thing is, at that point, you've got to think the hardware just isn't there. We need to start making games for PS4 Pro and Xbox Scorpio. And it might sound bad, but even though you've got to think this in a positive, technology advances all the time. Every day, it always does. And doing that, you can actually expand making new things work. And if that happens, you're going to have a lot of people thinking, wow, that's amazing. To see these upcoming future games being expanded out, it's going to help the PS4 Pro and the Xbox Scorpio. And I don't know when we will see exclusives. My guess might be 2018, but once the PS4 Pro and the Xbox Scorpio are becoming successful and they outsell their base models, that's when time is to shine. That is when, developers will have to go to Sony and Microsoft saying, we want to make games for your upgrading model consoles. We want it for PS4 Pro and we need it for Xbox Scorpio. The PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One are unable to fully adapt with the game. Because you think at that point, 2018, that'd be 5 years since PS4 and Xbox One launched. The hardware just won't be there anymore. Even 2019, when the console will be 6 years old. You know what I mean? The power just won't be there anymore. And this is what scares a lot of people, but you've got to understand they're not doing it to be idiots. They're not doing it to abandon you. They're doing it because they want to get the more power in the console. The reason that these upgraded consoles are happening is because of the 7-year lifespan of the 7th generation. Because of the economic crash back in 2008, Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft were unable to make new consoles in like 2009, 2010 because the economy just crashed literally like that, and they were not able to make new consoles. So basically, they had to let them last until the 8th generation started in 2012 with the Wii U. It was just not possible at that point. And that's why they're doing these upgraded models. That's why they're doing them. But I think, in my opinion, I might say in 2018. I might be wrong, but that's just my opinion. Maybe 2018, possibly 2019. It wouldn't shock me if we got anything at the end of this year. You know what I mean? Because it does need to happen. We cannot just have these upgraded consoles where all the games are made for both the base model and the upgraded model. As I said before, the new 3DS, there were lots of games that run a lot better on a new 3DS than an old 3DS. Hyrule Warriors Legends, I love that game. Obviously, it's apart from the Wii U version, but the Wii U and the 3DS version, I like them both. But if you're going to play the game on a handheld, the 3DS, the new 3DS is the way to go. Obviously, it improves in frame rate. It improves in with its enhances. The game is fully enhanced on the new 3DS, and it is basically the best way to play it on a handheld. It really, really is, and it's unfortunate but it's just the way it goes. The way Hyrule Warriors Legends feels, it feels like a new 3DS game, and I'm being serious there. It really, really does. And if the new 3DS can get it, the PS4 Pro and the Xbox Scorpio can get the upgraded, can get the exclusives, the games that are only playable on that, and it will happen. They're doing it because technology is advancing. Obviously, you'll still be able to play your PlayStation 4 games on your PS4 Pro. You'll still be able to play your Xbox One and your Xbox 360 games on the Scorpio. All your digital games, same thing. And that's what really, really helps it. It really, really does. And I think when that day happens, that's when things will change for Sony and Microsoft. because a lot of people will end up upgrading to their upcoming consoles, to their upgraded consoles. You know what I mean? And that's just the thing with it. I think it will happen, and it will obviously happen. The power is there, and Sony and Microsoft cannot just let the power just sit there useless. They just can't do that. They just cannot do that. Now, obviously, games are fully enhanced on the PS4 Pro, you know, and possibly for Xbox Scorpio with their games. I don't know yet. But whenever that day happens, it will change things, but it will be for the best. A lot of people might feel they're being alienated, but you've got to understand the PS4 and the Xbox One are 3 years old now, with the Wii U being 4. The power just isn't there for the Xbox One and PS4. And I'm sorry to say that, but it's just the truth. It really, really is. But once that day happens, that's what will end up happening. We will see games that will only work on PS4 Pro and Xbox Scorpio. So I just want to say, you know, thank you very much for watching. And I'd love to hear what your thoughts about this, you know. When do you think we will see PS4 and Xbox Scorpio games happen? You know, do you think it'll happen this year? Do you think it will happen next year? Or do you think it won't happen at all? I'd love to hear what you think anyway. But I'd like to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And I will see you later on. So see you later. Bye.